Hi everybody, it's Debbie. Welcome. You're at your home, your happy place. And I have a little mess behind me. Well, actually, it's all around me. Let's just be honest, even in there if you can see. So, I think I'm back as far as my energy. I wanted to say thank you. You all, that last video, I was so embarrassed to put out. Stuffing 4 pillows and putting out 2 wreaths as centerpieces with candles in the middle is not something that you're expecting from me, but you guys were so kind and sweet, and you're praying for me, which obviously helped. Thank you so much. So I'm hoping I'm gonna do better today, but first I wanted to say something about comments. So a long time ago, when I first started doing this, I thought, oh, look, this person knows this person. And, somebody was in there going, hi, so-and-so, and hi, so-and-so. And then I realized, I don't know what tipped me, but I realized this is like somebody who's kind of, they're not harassing, but it was not genuine friend. It was a troll, maybe, if that's what it is. And so I realized I was able to put comments in a vault. Like, you write it and it goes into this place and nobody sees them but me. And so that's what I do. Every comment goes there. And then I read it, make sure everything's okay, and I press approve. After that, it goes into a published spot. So it's published on the site, and then I read it again and I answer you. So I read all of your comments twice. However, this week on both my channels, I have had a section of comments just disappear, from held and approved to never made it over to published. And one of them I remember just because it was Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda, if you're still with me. She had wrote no comment, which, I said to you guys, you don't even have to comment on my last video. And I assumed that was, her being like, yeah, there's no comment. And I approved it, and I was just going to write something. Hers wasn't there. The one maybe before hers, after hers, and after hers was like 4 at least, if not 5. So I just want you guys to know that I don't delete any comments unless they are really mean. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And so I'm just telling you, I don't understand what's going on. But if you don't see your comment, if you're somebody waiting for a response from me, because I respond to everybody usually, I'm sorry. I read it. Just know I read it and I approved it, but it's gone. All right. Behind me, summer. Normally when I come into rooms, I've already figured it out. I've laid things out. I know where I'm headed. This year, I started in August, but most of August we were on vacation or something. And September's been a busy month as well. And I'm just lagging behind. So what are we doing? My inspiration. It didn't start with this, but I'll tell you why. So this is that beautiful pumpkin that I bought knowing this is not my colors ever, brown and cream, but I fell in love with it, and it's the cutest little pumpkin, or not so little. So I think I'm gonna try and plop it up there. It's soft and cushy, so it'll be good. But what happened is, that was Kirklands, and I think I told you they had some brown and cream transferware, and it was like the prettiest fall dishes I'd ever seen, and I didn't buy them. But a couple weeks later, I went back and things were like 40% off, and I had coupons. And so, yeah, I went ahead and bought enough for this table for my, to set the table. And I think they only had the dinner plate. They didn't have, she said that hadn't even come in yet if there was going to be a salad plate or a bowl. They did have a gravy boat. Oh, I have that. I can show you what it looks like. The other plates are still in my back of my vehicle. in the box, all wrapped up. And I've had them back there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. Okay, let's see. Well, this is what that part looks like. I think the plates are even prettier though. And this is this gold? I don't know, my lighting's not that great. I don't know if that's just a kind of greenish brown or if that trim is gold, but we'll see when I get the table set. We're not doing table today, doing the fireplace mantle. And when I was taking stuff out of my bins, I found these two. So I thought, yeah, that'll bring me some height. And then also in my bins, this bouquet, which is from Hobby Lobby last year, but they have it this year. So it's in the, I guess, the bridal section because it's meant for someone who's having a wedding and it's all bound and ready to go. So I only have the one. I kind of would like to have another, but we'll see. I have some cream colored pumpkins and things, but yeah, it's going with what I'm doing. So that's the idea that I'm going to start with. I'm going to take all that down. I don't think I have a wreath, but I'll look and see. I was looking at my pictures because I thought that would be a really nice spot to prop up a picture. And I do have some, but I have a feeling they are too tall. But I'll measure it before I even think about that. All right, I'm gonna undecorate and we will start building something up there. Who knows what it's gonna turn out, but thanks for joining me. And please don't forget to give me a like. I understand from somebody that YouTube's algorithms have changed and they're really giving you more promotion, like giving you to more people, the more likes you get. So if you're watching me and you don't hate it, press that little thumbs up button then. Okay, I put this picture up. Now, you may be wondering, well, Debbie, why don't you just take down the mirror behind it? I thought about that, and that mirror probably, I don't know, weighs 50 pounds. I don't know, it weighs a lot. It wouldn't budge. I thought, well, I'll just kind of lift it off, whatever. I don't know how it's up there, but it's not going anywhere. And this is not necessarily staying. So this is a set. I've got 4. I don't know where the other, oh, I left the other one in the garage. I was considering, we're trying to figure this out. I'll just go ahead and show you what's going on in the butler's pantry here. Let me turn on the light. So, butler's pantry's a mess, but you know, so we've got the wallpaper there and I'm going to wallpaper over here. And I got these 2 walls and I thought these would look great on them. However, we have pocket doors and you know, they're little there, but right here, this trim, that's tight. And so and then the wall, this piece comes out. So this doesn't count. So it's deep in here and it would have to be that small to hold these. And they're not lightweight. These are not, they're expensive pictures I bought at a really nice furniture store in the St. Louis area years ago. And they've been at our Lake St. Louis cottage in the basement, and I decided to bring them home, and I was going to try them in the family room and they look terrible, but I am liking using them potentially here in this area. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that, and I'll start working with these other 2 pieces and the pumpkin. And if I decide to do ribbons, I'll do that like last because I just want to see whether it's going to work or not. No, not gonna work. I don't like that at all. Okay, well, I'm gonna try this. So I like that, but boy, I need a lot more than that. So I don't know how that's gonna fly. Here's some of the ones that are in my bins still. It's got some green in it, and I wasn't, there's green in that picture, so I could try that. I have 2 of these, so I could use that. I'll try it. Okay, I'm up here holding on. I like it. The green, even though I don't want to put a lot of green in because I introduced this picture and it's up here, I think it really plays off of it. And so I added the second one, and then I found 2 little bitty wreaths with the same green and some little white pumpkins. And I just set this down in here. The purpose is it kind of makes it look like there's a garland here. And I don't know if I have anything to go here or not, but I'm gonna add this to the other one and then look at what ribbons I have to tie on there. All right, so there's that one, which makes this kind of look lush and moving this way. But while I was over there, I decided to put that one up there. And it kind of expands the look beyond the mantle, and I like that. So I think I'm gonna do that because I have some like lamb's ear. You can't really see the pumpkin on that really. And I probably have a couple of little pumpkins, white maybe somewhere in my stash. I have a couple more bins upstairs. So I think I'm gonna move that because I like it on the lantern, on the lamp. I do. I found a gorgeous garland upstairs. There's only one, but it's really long. It will do the mantle. When I saw it, and it has lights. When I saw it, I thought, oh, I should save this for my table, which is a disaster. And it may overpower that, to be honest. But I'm gonna try laying it up there and see if I can make it work first. Okay, that garland was way too long and heavy. I'm out of breath. I've been up and down the steps. I found same leaf, looks like to me lamb's ear, but no pumpkins. So I'm able to keep those and still have that extended. And I'm gonna leave that alone in the center. I kind of like it. Then I went downstairs and found these. I believe they're from Hobby Lobby. If they are, I'll link them below. If not, I'll find something similar on Amazon. And so I'm gonna put 2 of those on each side and go find, I think I have some pumpkin spice wax candles to go in there. So we'll see how that works. I turned the overhead light off for the glare, but all right. I've got 2 colors of candles up there. So this side is gold and this side is yellow. I'll turn it back on just so you can see the color better, I think, even though there's a glare on the picture. I'm actually leaning towards what I didn't think, leaning towards the yellow. It's a more casual look, and I think the harvest wheat gives it a casual look. And I think that the gold is just getting it a little more formal than I really want to go. So that's my decision, but you guys let me know what you would have thought, you would have picked. So I think I would have preferred a pumpkin spice. I just didn't have it. But I'm going to step back and I like it. I think that it's not, nothing that I had in mind, that. The way that the pumpkins on either side of the picture kind of frame it, and then you go up with the mirror behind sort of framing the picture. I don't know, it just kind of looks like it's supposed to be that way. I like it. So, and I do love how the wreaths on the lights just extended the whole look. Okay, I'm gonna stop and see how many minutes I've done. I'm so out of breath again. Where did I just go? I don't know. Well, up and down this ladder too, but anyway, if I've got more time, I'm gonna do a flower arrangement. All right, I am gonna stop here. I'm not putting ribbons around there. You know what's on there is already tan and cream or brown and cream. And so it's kind of perfect. And I'm thinking, if I don't even have orange and I'm not planning, at least at this moment, to introduce orange in the room. So what other color would I use up there? I'm not using blue. So unless it's going to be a tan burlap type of bow, I don't know what I'd use. So I think it looks good. Plus, this is my focal point up there. Definitely, it looks that way because you brought this in on both sides and then you left that alone, standalone piece. So I really don't want to take away from that. If I start primping on those two pieces there, the candles will be like, they'll just fade into the background and be useless. I'm just really aware of how everything's playing together and I like how it is. So anyway, that's where we're stopping. And I think maybe when we come back, we'll do the table. Why not? Because I'm standing here right now and I think I want to clean it up and see where I might be going with it. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and start of your week. And thanks again for all your sweet comments and prayers. Don't forget to give me a like. I'll link everything I can below. And if you're still shopping for fall or if you've started looking at Christmas, just check out my Amazon storefront because I have Christmas in there as well. So especially if you're looking for chinoiserie. Okay, I'll see you next time. Mwah!